Hi, I'm Ruben Friesen, and I'm joined by Craig Brown, Huanxin Yao, to explain the basics of AI programming in the Unreal Development Kit. Before we can dig into AI programming, there are a number of tools that need to be installed on your development system. The tools that are required are Visual Studio and Nfringe, but for programmers, I highly recommend UncodeX as well. If you haven't already downloaded and installed these tools, please pause this video here and follow the instructions on the screen to get started. Guildhall students can access the full guide at the web address shown on the screen. I will now demonstrate how to set up a blank project that we can use to begin demonstrating AI programming. First, go to make a new project. And now that you have Nfringe installed and set up, you should see an option here for Unreal Script. Choose that and choose Unreal Engine 3 Licensee Project. Next, choose a name for the project. Now this is also the name of the mod, so choose something that you'll be happy with to continue using. It's also important that we choose the proper location for this project. Browse on your computer to your UDK folder from when you installed that, and choose Development Source as the project folder. Next, it's important that this box here that says Create Directory for Solution is unchecked. The engine will not be able to locate your scripts if this box is checked, and this was a common error we encountered when setting up. Okay, now to prepare this for adding code, UDK is going to be looking in 3 folders called Classes, Config, and Localization. Take a moment now to make these. Classes holds any UC script files that you have, config holds any INI files, and although we probably won't be using any localization, that's where they go. Next, I will show you how to configure the project so that you can compile scripts and debug them. First, right-click on the project name and choose Properties. On the General tab, under Target Game, we need to choose Unreal Engine 3 Mod. Next, we need to choose the compiler for the script. This will be located under the UDK folder, under Binaries, Win32, and then either udk.com or udk.exe. We also need to set a reference source path, and this is simply the directory location for development/source. So again, go to your UDK folder, development source. Next, we need to set up the build and debug tabs. For these, make sure that configuration is set to all configurations, and make sure that both of these options are checked under the build tab. Under the debug tab, first we need to choose again the start game executable. This is under your UDK folder, Binaries, Win32, and udk.exe this time. We'll show how to set a specific map and game type in a moment when Yao is talking. But before that, let's check a few of these just to get them out of the way. Disable startup movies, enable unpublished mods, force windowed mode, and open the log. This will automatically open the window so that you can see the log behind it, and will allow our game to run. Now, the last step of configuration is a little bit touchy, so we need to make sure that this is exactly right. The Unreal Development Kit needs to know to include your mod before any of your scripts will work. This step will also make any scripts that you write available in the UDK editor. We'll need to remember the name we chose, in this case AI Demo Test 1. And we need to open up a file browser window here, and open up UDK, UDK game, config, and then a file called default engine udk.ini. Again, UDK game, config, default engine udk.ini. There's a section here titled Unreal Ed.Editor Engine, and there may already be a line here that says mod edit packages. If there's a semicolon in front, that's a remark, so delete that and replace my mod here with the name, in this case AI demo test 1, and save the file. That's it. Now you can write custom scripts in Visual Studio. Because you have Uncode X installed, you will be able to view source code once you restart Visual Studio, and you can add breakpoints and use that to debug your scripts. Any scripts that you add will be available inside of the UDK editor. Next, we'll talk about adding navigation points in the UDK editor.